the garden, and it was a beautiful late May day, and the weather was great. We were picking some stuff for dinner, and all these bluebirds were flying around, and they really get quite close to you. You can almost put your arm out and touch them. They're flying around 4 to 5 feet off the ground. And you just can't help but be happy when you see bluebirds that close, hence the phrase, the bluebird of happiness. And all of a sudden this idea dawned on me, why don't we start doing our futures program tied to a bird? Because before that, we've been doing it for 20 years prior to that, and they would have names like Clone 15 or whatever the blend was, with a rather simple label with the drawing of the winery, a nice label. But now we have the idea of doing a bird theme, which is really terrific. Riley has picked up on the bird watching activity for me, and I picked it up from my mom many years ago. Almost 58 years ago. It's really a fun thing to do, and it's also a great way to enjoy our property. We've got 170 acres of forest and about 60 acres of vineyard and developed land with buildings, so we have a great area for bird activity. It's quite rich and diverse. So that first year, the bluebird was the inspiration, and we made the wine to kind of match the bird. And it's sort of 50-50 which happens first, the bird or the wine. In this, I think the next year, the raven, the wine came first, and when we finished the blend, I thought, this is a raven. And then it was a job to go out and get a picture of a raven. In this case, Riley got 2 phenomenal pictures of a barn owl, I think last summer, really close to the winery building, right at dusk. So the light was just luminous enough to catch these 2 great photos of a barn owl. And as you can imagine, getting pictures of owls is not that easy because they come out at night. So we made the wine to match the owl this time. And I think it's a unique wine. It's a blend we've never made. So that sort of touches on the theme of this project. I don't think anybody in this business is doing this bird-themed series. I mean, it defines the term unique, and the photos that Riley captures and the labels that we're making with, white cave floating in the sky. And Riley's always got some very interesting quote from some writer on the back. And we're only going to make as much as is ordered over the next roughly 10 months. When we go to blend the 2025 vintage next March, that's when we'll close the offering. And whatever is offered is made. And you can buy this in 750s, Magnums, 3 liters. And anybody who has a cellar, you should at least have Magnums and some 3 liters. There is no better way to entertain guests than with a large format. And with these wines that are truly collector's items and very unique, the only regret I've ever heard from people that have bought these wines is they always wished that they had bought more. So I encourage you to lay in some of this wine that, again, will never be seen in stores or restaurants unless something really unique happens. But this is truly a collector's item. So dig in, folks, and enjoy the summer. Cheers.